Hello fellow Grognards, it's Al here, Grumpy Grognard Gaming. Thought we'd have a quick look at the new Black Library models that got announced yesterday by GW. So let's have a look. The Blades of the Hollow King are ready to draw blood for the Soulblight Gravelords. Are they now? So the Hollow King is this Kado Ezekiar dude. And yeah, I mean, they look alright. Kado, I think, is a step up from the previous model. The previous model had him like standing on a branch, I think, but he had that thing where his cloak was right across the front of his body, obscuring an awful lot of the miniature. So you couldn't really see what was going on. And this one, thankfully, is a lot better. I'm not sure about the ghost. I know it's there for a reason. It says on here that accompanied by souls of former lamenters, counsellors and companions bound to his rings. Bound to his rings, huh? The Skull and Mace, Solia, blah, 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 still contains her free will and literally has his back in this new miniature. So he basically has a lady ghost accompanying him everywhere. I think I'd leave that off. I don't like it. I mean, they've painted it in very sort of pale, neutral colours not to affect the model itself, but I still think it'd be better without it. I don't like that at all. But other than that, I think this is a step up from the previous model. I'll stick it up next to it so you can see. And yeah, not bad. I think the base is maybe a little bit big. Looks like it might be on a 50 or 40. Either way, I'd try and bump it down to the next size down. It looks a little bit over the top. But yeah, other than that, nice. And then we've got the Ruthless Sisendra, a merciless duelist who has fully given herself over to the Soulblight curse. So he's turned up. I've not read any of these books. And there she is. Again, the face is kind of the weak part. It's okay. It's better than the Dark Elf. And this reminds me a lot of the Dark Elf, actually. Yeah, so it's all right. Again, I kind of wish previews would give us 360s, but you know, you can't buy it yet, so we'll revisit it when it comes out, I'm sure, on an episode of Chebs with Matt. But yeah, it's all right. It's not great. At least the hair's not all over the place and being held up by bats or anything like that. And then the third one is Aurelius. So quite close to Lorgar, isn't it? With twin snakes and oh, I'm sorry, it just looks stupid. It looks derpy. I mean, I've got snakes. Yeah, I keep snakes, and they can look stupid. They can look derpy. But good lord, I mean, if you lose a tongue, it gets a bit better, I suppose. Yeah, that's not great. This guy also looks, yeah. I prefer the female version they released, put it that way. The snake's really just not working for me. You've got one looks derpy, and then you've got this one that looks completely different, horned and vicious. And I know there's probably meant to be some duality there, but you know, you've got a forked tongue on this one and a normal tongue on this one. This one looks more like a dragon head. Either maybe trying to go for a cobra thing with the hood, but yeah, that's not really working. Kenistrix, it's even got a stupid name. As I say, I've not read any of the books that he's associated with. I do like John French. His heresy stuff was quite good. I mean, that cover's not great either, is it? Any of them? That's very much like what the first model was like that, with the cloak all the way across and just covered nearly all the model. So yeah, I mean, it's just an advert for the books and for the models that are coming out, and I'll put comparisons up to the previous versions, or you know, the alternate versions as I see it. But yeah, you know, there you go. I think, like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I think they're okay. Yeah, what more to say really? They're all right. We didn't get to see them during the LVO. They're saving for a Monday. They're not terrible models by any means. You guys let me know what you think. Do you think that, you know, like I do, that they're okay? Or do you think they're awful? Or just, you know, do you think they're the best thing since sliced bread? I wish we got 360s and previews. It'd be so much easier to judge a model. But obviously, they'll leave that until it goes up on the web store. Right, anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. I've got one to do on the new art book that's just been announced. And, oof, yeah. And I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.